Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you are watching this. It's been a long time, and I go by many names. You may know me as Shadow, you may know me as Moko, but most people just call me Mikey. But it's been 10 years, and I've kind of put this off for 10 years, procrastinated, and just passed through life. I've written this over 100 times, recorded this probably a little bit less, but close to the same amount, and it never felt like it was enough each time. I could spend hours and it just still wouldn't be, and then it would fall back to the same question, am I enough? And I realized that if I don't believe I'm enough, I will never be. That I will just be invisible and nobody will remember me. And it took a lot of lessons to get where I am, and a lot has happened. I'm not sure if I would consider myself having gone far. I'm afraid. Very afraid. Afraid of a lot of things, but more importantly, I'm scared of just getting stuck and losing really. Being stranded in the same spot, a dead end job that you just can't smile doing, somewhere you can't grow. But if you let that fear dictate you, just your life will never be fruitful. You will never go where you want to go. You'll never get where you need to be. And it's a constant battle, especially when you have anxiety and just being autistic. It's hard with that. I always question if I am enough, but I just have to believe it. And it's not just some fire you have, though, that you have to have. You always have that. You will always be enough. And people will try to act like they know you. Oh, you'll never do this, you'll never get that. But they don't know a damn thing. They don't know you, and they don't know me. And only we know who we are. A lot of things have gotten in the way. I've suffered losses. I've gone very demotivated. But it was never really about winning or losing. It's about getting back up. Otherwise you'll drown. And it feels like it's swimming around a lot of the time, but we just have to get back on the horse. I'm gonna get a little personal here. It's dark, but not every day is very bright. And we wouldn't have the good without the bad, but a couple weeks ago I lost my grandfather. I held his hand a couple hours before he went and cried. Cried for a long time. Sometimes I feel like I'm tired of crying about it, but if I didn't cry about it, then I guess I wouldn't have loved him. I always wish I just had a little bit more time, and it's the same case with my grandmother before she went. Wish I had more memories, one more movie to just watch with them. And I always felt that it was my fault, that if I did this, he would be here. If I did that, maybe he would have just stayed a little longer, but people tell me I do everything that I could, and I have to just start believing that. Otherwise, I'll just stay in this guilt-filled depression and self-loathe all the time. Regret it for the rest of my life. And it's hard talking about this sort of thing. But during my time taking care of them and just over the years, as I think about them, I ended up realizing who I want to be. They're both my parents. I consider them my parents. They're my father, my mother, and they raised me right, I think. Raised me the way they knew how, but they were fighters, and that's who I want to be, you know? Like, they went through so much growing up, taking care of kids at such a young age, and they still chose to take care of me and my siblings. They sacrificed, and I want to be able to make those kind of sacrifices, to be that strong, to be that kind of fighter, you know, make the best of what they got. Because they did something great. They created the family, they created all this. They made the hardest choices, and they weren't perfect, but they didn't need to be. They're my parents, and that was more than enough. And as I struggled to make this video, I asked myself, if not now, then when? When would this come out? When am I going to do this? Oh, I say going to code. I'm going to record today. I'm going to go on a run. And then I just don't. I'm gonna go talk to this girl, ask her out. It just doesn't happen. And I just can't be scared anymore. They wouldn't want me to be scared. They wouldn't want me to be showed off. They wouldn't want me to be sad anymore. They want me to make the most of my life. And I need to have something to tell them when I see them again one day. The only thing I regret now is just not starting sooner, and I can't live my life regretting everything. Because I regret a lot. I regret not saying what I needed to say. I just have to do it. And whatever it is you want to do, just do it. You never know until you try. And don't let anybody tell you who you are and what you can and can't do. I don't have anybody tell me that. Anybody to reassure me. So I'll do it for you. You are enough. You always will be. I'm proud of how far you've come. Because I'm sure you've gone far. You may not consider it much, but you have. And don't give up. I want to see us both in a place we want to be at the finish line. On that note, I hope you found some comfort in my message. It took a lot. It took so much. I'm going to try and be more consistent. That is something I want to try for 2026. Consistency and more confidence. And I really needed to get that off my mind, off my chest. But if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Have a damn good one.